brew day at the new location. Not going to show you around, but I'm in the basement, unfinished, of course. And I haven't really done anything. I haven't organized anything, so it's a mess. I'm just going to show you a quick view, but you can look forward to a video, a show of my house coming up soon. But back here is all my brewing stuff. This is going to be the brewing room. Right now, horribly unorganized. It's just how the movers left it, basically. So there's just stuff everywhere. But that's not what we're here for. There's the cellar. Gonna get some shelves for that. But this is where I'm gonna be temporarily brewing right now because I don't have a ventilation system. So I'm gonna have to burn propane in here. I've got a fan set up here to blow some of that carbon monoxide, or some of the gas out, basically. Got a detector down there so I don't die. Windows are all open. The door's gonna be open for airflow so I don't smoke myself out of here. But this is going to be the start of it, guys. It's 11 o'clock on a Saturday. I'm brewing a black IPA. And here's the ingredients. We'll go through that while we're on here. Yeah, can't really see. I got a new camera, by the way. I just haven't opened it yet. This is my digital camera. I actually got a camcorder. 11.5 pounds of Paturo, half a pound of Crystal 80, 0.375 pounds of chocolate malt, and 0.357 pounds of Carafa 3. And then we got 1 pound of corn sugar, 1 ounce of Summit hops at 60, 1 ounce of Chinook at 15, 1 ounce of Centennial at 10, 1 ounce of Cascade at 5, and then 1 ounce of Centennial again at 0. Finishing it off with American Ale 2 yeast, Y yeast. So I'm going to go ahead and crush the grain and we'll get on this. Okay, new brewery, first time brewing here. Of course, you always run into problems. So it's taking me twice as long. It's probably going to be a long brew day, but I had to figure out the water situation out here. And of course I had a hose that leaked. So luckily I had a spare here, but it's not quite long enough to go inside. I had two connecting to each other and I was going to run one inside, but that didn't work out. And also the gas was leaking out of this fitting that attaches to the gas tank. I thought it was the actual fitting, but it turns out it was a bad tank somehow, so I replaced the tanks. I had an extra one. So, problem solved. But I'm sure there'll be more issues as we go along. Okay, this is not going to be a how-to brew video. You've seen me do plenty of those. This is just, me vlogging here about my brew day. So, the camera, I'm not going to be able to film a lot of it because I'm by myself. But that's 12.75 pounds of grain. I got the drill hooked up to the mill. So I'm going to crush this grain now, and then we'll go move on to the next step. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Nice, fine crush. As you can see, it's a mixture between crush and a little bit of powder, but most of it's just a nice fine crush. You don't want it to be all powdered. You don't want it to be so fine that you're going to get a stuck sparge. This is how I like to do it. It usually gives me pretty good efficiency the way I've got this set. So it looks something like this. Had a few issues once again with this new carbon monoxide detector that I have. I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to kill myself by brewing in here. I had the propane burner right here. I have the door open, the windows open, the fan blowing. It's really close to the door. And it read 0 the whole time while it's plugged into the wall, but then when I pull it out of the wall, it starts beeping and says, move to clean air, detected, but then I plug it straight back in the wall and it goes back to 0. So I think there's something funky with that thing. I haven't read the instructions, that's probably the problem. So just to be safe, I move this out here into the yard temporarily. I want to be able to brew right here in case it's raining or something. So I'm going to have to look into the instructions on that thing. Because I literally, I reset it, took it outside, and stuck it, literally put it right next to the burner, and it didn't read anything. So I don't know. Alright, anyways, if you guys have any idea on that, let me know. Okay, so we're just put 4.75 gallons of water at 170 degrees in here. I went about 3 degrees higher than what Beersmith estimated, just because I wanted to let the cooler heat up a little bit. And it looks like we're nice and mixed here. So let's see what we got here. Let's put the thermometer down in. Looks like we're going to be over. Beersmith might have been right. We're over by 2 degrees, and I went up 3 degrees on what it said. So I want this to be pretty good on perfect here. So I'm going to stir this for a little bit just to let some of this heat out until we get down to around 152. Okay, I added just a little bit of purified cold water, just to not even like see how much is out of that cup. And we got right on target, 152, and we're gonna mash for 1 hour. And while you're brewing, how about a pitcher of homebrew? This is the Saison that I brewed. And there it is in the glass. Summer Saison. Okay, so the first thing we're doing now after the mash is we're going to run off. So it's called the Vorlauf. We're just going to run off some of the first runnings to kind of get rid of all the grains that are still mixed into the wort. Get it nice and cleared up. Usually I only do this one bucket here. It's a gallon bucket, so by the time we run through a gallon of wort, it's usually pretty clear. It's already clearing up, but as you can see, whoop, foggy. But as you can see, it is nice and dark. This is going to be great black IPA. Great color. And we got lots of hops to go with it, so stay tuned. Okay, we're draining off the first runnings. And I've got the sparge water sitting here ready to go. I'm doing my fly sparging method with the colander. Just because I haven't, this is only a 5-gallon batch, I don't feel like dealing with the pump. And haven't quite worked out the kinks of this house yet. You know, this is my first time brewing here, so things have gone wrong. Things are gonna go wrong still. Nothing's perfect. I haven't figured out the system basically. So we're gonna go back to the simple way. So I'm just draining off the first runnings. Once the level gets a little bit lower, then I'll start fly sparging. Okay, so we're still sparging. I like to do this really slowly. An hour minimum, or not minimum, but an average of an hour to drain, because you get the most efficiency when you drain really slow. So that's what we're doing here. I had the valve open about a quarter of the way. Now I have it all the way open because we're getting some sort of a stuck sparge thing going on here. So I have it all the way open right now, but it's not coming out like at the speed that it should. You know, it's still coming out slow. So we're still draining slow. It's just that it's somehow we got kind of a stuck sparge. I don't know why. We didn't have any wheat or rye or anything like that in this batch. But anyways, coming along. As you can see, jet black. Now we're gonna shoot for, see those two little, those screws that come through there. We're gonna shoot to get right at above the level of the top one. That'll be our pre-boil volume of about 7 gallons. That's how I kind of tell on that pot. So anyways, I'm still sparging here. I'm not going to show you that because I can't really do it with one hand here. But I'm just getting the hot water out of here, putting it in the pitcher, and then pouring it through that strainer on top of the grains as it needs it. So cheers. Okay, so we are now in the boil. I'm enjoying the rest of my pitcher of homebrew. It's my farmhouse ale. Sent one of these to USJ. It should be the top should say Saison, so that's what I'm drinking on here. Yep, boiling in the yard. So just because I want to test this carbon monoxide detector, make sure it's working properly. Don't want to take any chances. And yeah, I'm just gonna start cleaning up. I'm gonna start cleaning up the mash tun, empty the grains and things like that. So stay tuned. Okay, we're starting to boil now. Should be starting any second. Okay, we've added our first addition of hops. Get him. Get him, Finn. Get him, Finn. Oh. Drop it. Drop it now. Finn, drop it. You better drop it. Drop that. What the hell is that? Hey. Drop it. Nope. Drop it. Cut it out. Finn, Huck. I'll beat the hell out of you. You too. Stop it. Drop that now. It's going over the fence. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It went over the fence. Nope, it's over the fence. Sorry. Finn has a new trick. It's called guard dog. He is the guard dog. Whenever I say guard dog, he starts running and starts searching, seeing if there's any intruders. He starts searching the perimeters. Let's watch guard dog. Finn? Finn. Oh my goodness. Guard dog, guard dog, guard dog, guard dog. Finn, over here, guard dog, guard dog, guard dog, guard dog. Huck, cut it out. Finn. Shh. Finn. It's over that fence. It's over that fence. Guard dog, guard dog. It's in there. Finn, guard dog, guard dog, guard dog.